A young man on death row wakes up in the middle of the night. Someone has touched his wrist.
He opens his eyes and sees a beautiful lady standing beside his prison bed.
She says one sentence that will change his life.
If you would like me to be your mother, and you would like to be my child, send for a priest.
He screams for a priest.
The guards panic, the inmates wake up, and no one can explain what happens next.
This is the incredible and widely attested story of Claude Newman and the miraculous medal that changed a man's soul on the eve of his execution. Hey, welcome to episode 5 of our Advent series where we're exploring Marian apparitions in preparation for Christmas.
The year is 1942, Mississippi, the Deep South, and a young African-American man named Claude Newman, only 19, is sentenced to death for murder.
By every outward appearance, Claude's life, it's over. No schooling, no Christian background, no hope. He spends the nights in a crowded death row barracks with hardened criminals.
But one night, a small medal, the kind people wear around their necks, launches one of the most astonishing conversion stories in American prison history.
Claude gets into an argument with one of the other inmates. The tempers fly, arguments ensue, and the other inmate takes this medal that's around his neck and throws it to the ground.
Claude picks it up. He doesn't know what it is, but he feels drawn to it. It's a Miraculous Medal, the devotional medal designed in 1830 after the apparition to St. Catherine Labouré.
And that night, everything changes. Claude wakes from sleep to a gentle touch on his wrist and sees her, a lady, bright and beautiful, filled with peace.
She says to him, "If you would like me to be your mother, and you would like to be my child, send for a priest of the Catholic Church." Claude bolts upright, screaming for a priest.
Father Robert O'Leary arrives the next morning, and Claude begs to be taught the Catholic faith. But something strange is happening.
Claude, completely uneducated, already knows things that no one had taught him. The presence of Jesus in the Eucharist, the reality of mortal sin, and the basics of confession.
When the priest asks how he knows such things, Claude just points up and says, "The lady told me."
Father O'Leary is stunned. He had been praying for a sign of God's mercy, and suddenly, death row is turning into a catechism classroom.
And now comes the moment that shakes the priest to his core. Claude gently reminds Father O'Leary of something from years earlier, a private vow the priest made to Mary while he was lying in a ditch during the war, a promise known only to him and God. "She told me that if you doubted or showed hesitancy, I was to remind you that lying in a ditch in Holland in 1940, you made a vow to her, which she's still waiting for you to keep, to build a church in honor of Our Lady's Immaculate Conception." "How could you know that?" the priest whispers.
Claude shrugs. "The lady told me."
Claude grows in faith rapidly. He forgives everyone. He prays constantly. He becomes peaceful, even joyful.
And then he does something extraordinary. He offers his upcoming execution for the conversion of another inmate, a man who hated him and mocked his newfound faith.
Claude asks for one final request, a celebration with the other prisoners, to rejoice in God's mercy and what Mary has done in his soul. The warden grants it.
On the morning of January 12, 1944, Claude Newman walks calmly to the electric chair. Witnesses say he was radiant, smiling, beaming with happiness.
He tells the chaplain, "I am going to heaven. I want everyone to know that."
He dies moments later, full of hope, trusting entirely in God's mercy and Mary's motherly love.
The inmate Claude prayed for, the one who hated him, suddenly had a change of heart. He begged for confession and was reconciled to God.
Father O'Leary later said that Claude's transformation was one of the greatest signs of grace that he had ever witnessed in his priesthood.
This is the story of Claude Newman and the miraculous medal that opened heaven on death row. A couple thoughts on the Miraculous Medal. Question for Janelle. Have you always worn one? Because I see you're wearing one today.
So now I try to always be wearing a Miraculous Medal, whether it's like on the actual necklace that I'm wearing or I have one on my scapular that I wear all the time. But I think I started like wearing one consistently just before we got married because somebody had given you a really big medal of the Miraculous Medal.
That's how it happened?
Yeah. So remember?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
and then I started wearing that in 2009 and I think I've been wearing one ever since.
And it was a beautiful one.
Yeah, it was really big. And then one day, this is when we were married, we had children. I was at the lake on the dock, my parents' dock, and my necklace was really long and it dangled between two planks on the dock. And I got up and the chain broke and the medal plunged to the bottom of the lake. My brother and Ken searched for it for like hours and never found it. That's okay.
And that's right. That's right.
And then I had been looking for another big one like that, and a friend of mine found one at a Marian apparition site across the world, and I got another one.
Another way the Miraculous Medal has been present in our life, besides you wearing one. I have wore one until
a month ago when you lost it.
It's disappeared. I don't know. I'll get another one. And when we were building this house, before we started framing, the foundation was just poured. It wasn't backfilled. It was...
Oh, yeah. It wasn't backfilled.
And it was cold.
It was freezing.
Super cold. We came out to the house site here. It was December, I think. Late November. It was super cold. Not like this year.
Yeah.
And we had St. Benedict medals and Miraculous medals all along the foundation. So wanted our house be on the foundation of Our Lady, looked after by her and also St. Benedict. Wonderful grace is associated with this sacramental. So in this Advent season, question for you, are you wearing the Miraculous Medal?
Mm-hmm. And I'm really curious if anybody's had little miracles with them, because I know people will like put them under the beds of maybe some of their loved ones who maybe need a conversion, or slip them into the pocket of somebody, or...
Right. And I mean, just think about this conversion story that we just heard. That's part of the reason why we wanted to share it with you, is to elevate your faith in the power of Our Lady's intercession regarding the sacramental. Our faith is so rich. We have so many avenues of grace to us.
Mm-hmm. And like Our Lady, she wants those graces, those rays to be poured out on us, but we just need to ask for them.
Regarding that,
Our Lady to St. Catherine, have a medal struck after this model. All who wear it will receive great graces. It should be worn around the neck. Great graces will be given to those who wear it with confidence. You need your medal. Go find them.
I'll go find one. So in closing, O Mary, conceived without sin, pray for us who have recourse to thee.